First day of my vacation. Yay! Road trip. I can't wait. How you doing, Flappy? Flappy looks good. I'll pan around to Miss Lucy in a minute. This video is going to be a chock-full compilation. We're going to talk about different vehicles, and I'm going to compare Bob's way of life, who likes to be out boondocking, with my way of life, which I like city camping. Which vehicles are better for that? Basically, it's a hodgepodge of everything. Should you have a storage unit, towns that I pass, and road trip snacks. So stay with me. Wait a minute. I'm going to show you how I'm set up, okay? So we got Flappy there. Miss Lucy, are you ready to go? She's ready to go. I'm going to pick up my mail. Let me switch cameras. There we go, Miss Lucy. All right, so we're going to go for about 5-6 hour drive. So I have my little sunflower seeds ready. We're going to stop for lunch. I just went to Stater Brothers and I picked up a rotisserie chicken. And there's my Road Pro. Now, the middle doesn't have any seasoning. That's Miss Lucy's part. So this should be cooked in about an hour, hour and a half. I have a little coffee left. I have my pineapple drink. And we're ready to head out. Come join us. It's going to be an exciting video. I just love Flappy. He makes me so happy. We are going up Cajon Pass on our way up to Vegas for a couple of days to relax. What did I want to talk about? I have so many things on my mind to talk about. All right, so I saw online that Bob over at Cheap RV Living is getting a ambulance, and I love the idea of getting an ambulance so you can go. It's a 4x4 off-road vehicle, so you can go off-road in it. I just love Bob's style of living, and the reason why I'm talking about Bob is everybody knows who Bob is. But Bob is in the National Forest, and he's on BLM property. He is anywhere that it's free. And he lives a totally different lifestyle than I do. And I do like being up on BLM property, but I'm going to tell you about the advantages of his lifestyle. And one of the major advantages is that if you just want to set up a tent and use it as an office, and not go anywhere for 2 weeks, you can get a lot of work done. It's also a lot cheaper than me driving constantly, even though I think in the past week and a half I only spent like $60 for gas. Once I made it to Long Beach, and from Redlands to Long Beach it cost about $17. I just go like 4 or 5 miles a day, you know, do little loops, little circles and everything. So, but when I filled up the van, it was $4 a gallon, and I'm like, oh, $60, you're killing me. But Bob's lifestyle has a lot of great advantages. Like I said, you can just park, put up your tent, work in your tent all day long. You can get so much done than having to constantly move. You can set up your kitchen out there. I mean, it's wonderful, but they don't put museums out there. They, you know what? I do like the lifestyle where they wake up, they go for a hike, you know, everybody with their dogs and everything, go hiking and talking. So I do like caravans. I really do. And then in 2 weeks, I think the law is you have to move every 30 miles, which, you know what, if you're trying to save money, that's not a lot of gas. I can do that on a gallon of gas with my van. And yeah, I'm going to love it when I pull over in Las Vegas and my little gas tank's going to say, you got 26.6 miles per gallon. But yeah, you see, Bob has a lot of advantages to his lifestyle, but my lifestyle is totally different than Bob's. See the Green Acres little thing I did? Just go check it out in my favorites. But that's what he is. He loves boondocking, and you know, I need visual stimulation constantly. I know I need it, and retail therapy. But that's the one big difference. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about is storage units. Now, if you've never tried this lifestyle and you can afford a storage unit, go ahead, put your stuff in storage. Try it before you chuck it all. You may like it, you may hate it, but you're going to hate it even more if now you got to go back, well, retail therapy. But no, if you threw everything out. Now, I keep a storage unit. I had a little 5x5, and in it I keep all my what do you call it? Okay, now I'm into summer camping, so I have all my summer camping supplies with me, and my winter camping supplies are in storage, like my big, thick sleeping bag and other stuff. So it's nice. And sometimes, I get tired of this set of dishes. I go in and get another set of dishes. But it used to be $50 a month for the 5x5. And it also has my jewelry business in it. 90% of it's my jewelry business. But, some guys cut me off. Hey, I have my autopilot on. You made me stop. No worries. Got to get the autopilot on. But $50 a month is $60 a year. So with my jewelry, all I had to do is sell one piece. I just had to do one show a year, and it paid for my storage unit. So I like the idea of having a storage unit. Also, like if I'm leaving St. George or Cedar City or whatever, and I know I'm coming back to Redlands, my storage unit, a can of soup, the same identical cans of soup. And I also do this in Quartzsite, Arizona. The day that I'm leaving, I stockpile the soup. I love soup. But it's 99 cents a can out there, and it's $3 for the identical can out here. So I may come back with 50 cans of soup, put it in storage, and then just get 10 or 12 for the month and another 10 or 12 for the month. So it saves me money. I like buying things in bulk, and I keep a lot of stuff in storage. So even my little spices, I'm always at my storage unit every couple of months. So I have my little mini shakers, and I just refill all my little seasonings. You can buy small seasonings, but it'll cost a fortune. So I do buy a lot of stuff in bulk. So it does save me a lot of money there. So, like I said, if you're not sure about this lifestyle, but if my furniture, well, all I had was a sofa and a refrigerator, so it just wasn't worth taking up the whole storage unit with that. But when I started doing a storage unit, that's when I got into making my jewelry and my arts and craft, and it's like, what? One day I may want to do some bead work. Next day I might want to watercolor. So I just go in and switch everything out. So I do like storage. Isn't this a beautiful mountain? I love going up this mountain. It's so pretty. I can imagine the ancient pioneers coming down the mountain in their buggies, horse-drawn buggies, whatever, the big things that they would come down in. Because this road has been here forever. So it was probably a path that early pioneers went to, because when they were tired of going to Vegas, they'd come back. Just joking. They'd come back to San Bernardino. This could be a Mormon path. The Mormons were big in San Bernardino. They were big in Las Vegas. I'm not sure if they started Las Vegas, that area. I think they do, because they have a Mormon, not a hut, fort out there. It's pretty interesting. But, I love going up and down the Cajon Pass. It's wonderful. And yes, I do have my car set on autopilot again. It's not really autopilot, but if someone cuts me off, it'll brake. But that guy, he was like 2 feet in front of me, so I wanted to make sure I broke it properly. Hey, Leilani, got it. Thank you, Leilani. Oh, I can't wait to open it. I love getting mail. I really do. After I post this video, I will put the address below, because we're going to do the postcard thing. I'm so excited to visually see where everybody's from. It'll really help me. Y'all know I have some memory problems. All right, I'm going to pause. One of the other things that I wanted to talk to you about was the economics of my van. All right, so I love my minivan, but I do occasionally think about getting something bigger, but that's if I want to live like Bob, more in the forest. Because sometimes, it is really hard to find a parking spot in the city. But you know what? Let's talk about economics. I've almost had this van for a year, and if I was paying rent, it would be $1,200 a month. My utilities are about $300 a month, so that's $1,500 a month. I think if I'm right, that comes to $18,000 per year. And like I said, my storage unit pays for itself. Well, number one, I would have needed a car anyhow. So the $18,000, it would have paid off my Prius. So if I do this for 2 years, I'm ahead, and I get all these wonderful traveling experiences. So that's how I think of money. I know a lot of people don't have $30,000 for a van, but it could be because you could be paying a whole lot of money for rent. And that was just for a little 1-bedroom apartment in SoCal, and that wasn't at the beach. So yeah. All right, we got a slow poke up ahead. Yeah, I know you're braking for me. All right, we'll go over here just for a minute. There we go, and the car automatically picks up speed. But I don't think this was the right lane to be in. Hold on. It's funny, I've probably driven up and down the Cajon Pass at least 500 times. Yeah, it sounds like a lot, but I've been out here for 40 years, so that's only 10 times a year, maybe more. Yeah, I drive up and down it a lot. And I know once you go up the hill, you go down and everybody starts speeding up, and the cops are right down the road getting people. So, whatever. Live and learn. I'm so happy I've never had a ticket in my life, and I don't want a ticket. Oh my gosh. Now he's back being Mr. Pokey again. Hold on. There we go. Now, we're at a nice little cluster of towns. And we'll have to do more exploring up here. We're up to Victorville now, almost Victorville, but there's Hesperia, Apple Valley. Apple Valley is so beautiful. I don't know why they call it Apple Valley. I've never seen an apple growing out there, but oh my gosh, it's absolutely a beautiful city. I'm not sure if there's a lot to do there. When I was stationed up here in Victorville, I mean, there was one road, 7th Street. That was it. Oh, but now Victorville has that beautiful Route 66 museum. That sounds interesting. We'll have to stop there someday, right? That sounds good. But a lot of these towns, these are mostly where you raise your families at. Not a lot to do. Big box stores, you know, nothing interesting to me. It's like I don't care to go shopping or anything. And I really don't stop. My Air Force base is down the road, and I don't want to go back, not at any time at all. All right, so we passed Redlands. We went through San Bernardino. San Bernardino, crazy. Just be careful. It's funny, the mapping program wants you to go a certain way, but I know where all the traffic stops are, you know, when the freeway stops, and I was rear-ended there trying to get on the crosstown freeway, and it's like, no, we'll go this way. And the way that I went, there is no slowing there, so. I have a question for you all. Does anybody out there watch Wonder Hussy? I love her videos. She goes all through the desert, which I think is nice. Someday I gotta explore the desert, but I'm still exploring cities right now. That'll be when I get a monster truck, right? It sounds like a good idea to me. I just thought I'd turn on the camera. Isn't that so pretty? I think we're in the high desert right now. But it really is pretty. And the difference is the lower desert will cool down at night and the high desert won't. So if it's like 110 degrees out here, it may go down to the 90s, maybe 100 degrees at night. Las Vegas is miserable in the summer. Where the lower desert, it may get up to 100 degrees during the day and drop down to 70 at night. So one of the other things, oh, we're getting a little sprinkle. One of the other things I wanted to talk about is why did I stay so long in Southern California when I've been talking about this long road trip that I wanted to take? Well, I hadn't been in California for 2 years because if you remember, 2 years ago, my Volkswagen bus broke down. It broke down in September, and then I moved in with my girlfriend for a couple of months, and things just didn't work out. But then I had to create the Prius. I got rid of the bus and got the Prius. So I worked on that for months, and then it was too hot to do anything in Southern California, and last year we had the COOF. So I went to all these little beach towns because I really missed it. You know, 2 years in a row not being in Southern California. I wish I had time to do a lot more stuff, but I just didn't. A lot more sightseeing. I didn't make it to San Diego. I would have loved to have been to San Diego, but somehow it refilled my spirit, my soul. It nourished me, and I just didn't want to leave you know, it would have been too long of a break, 3 years, you know, going back around the country again without not seeing my beloved California. So that's why I stayed in it so long. And I had a backup plan. I missed someone. I wanted to go in and see this person. And if I went the other route, I would, you know, not be able to see this person until next October. And to me, that's just too long. I like my friends. All right. I hope you're enjoying the desert. It is a beautiful view. I just wanted to come in with some little things that I've been thinking about doing a video on. All right. Enjoy. Oh, and when I get to a town, I'll put the mailing address below for your home